Hello, everybody, and I hope you all are having an amazing day. Today, we're back with Lord of Mysteries. We're diving into episode 8, and I'm not even going to try to do a little summary of the last episode because there is so much information thrown at me that it would take me 3-4 minutes just to try to summarize everything, I feel like. But in the quickest way I could possibly say it, all I know is that Klein figured out a ton of information about, I think, the Secret Order and the Seer pathway, and something about it being very eerie and very frightening, and possibly could be a huge opening to him learning more about the original Klein and what could have led to his suicide. And at the end of the episode, we saw there was these guys. There was I got names written down. There was the Lavinius guy who was in the newspaper that was accused of some kind of, I think, investigation that was going on or something like that. And then Hood Hujin, and they were like trying to resurrect, they were saying like the Lord or something like that. And with it being two pathways that I've never heard of, I don't know which order or which pathway or which organization they could be part of and who they're trying to resurrect. But it almost looked like it was maybe the hanged giant. So I have no idea. All I know is that this episode could be really freaking crazy also. So I'm going to try to keep my head straight on here and be able to hopefully go keep track of everything and whatnot so I don't miss a lot of stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this, guys. I'm super excited to see what else is coming at us. So here we go.
非凡世界，人类通过腐蚀魔药，掌握不同的非凡能力，完成生命层次的晋升。这22条进阶之路，从序列9开始，序列数字越低，非凡能力越强。高序列强者可以拥有比肩神明的力量。此进化路径称为神之途径。
Hey, we're at Cole University. Or how do you say this? Hello, fish. Klein, what got you so tired, buddy?
自从上次之后，就再也占卜不到任何线索，连灰雾的力量都不能突破干扰。幕后之人很强，除了接近教授，我还必须考虑更厉害的底牌才行。武器除了枪，就只有符咒。符咒？对了，扬言符咒。得想个办法，薅一下那滴永恒烈阳神血的羊毛。
克莱恩，
阿兹克先生，
你最近很忙吗？看起来一脸疲惫。
最近一直在追查幕后黑手的下落，是有点焦虑。
对方自从察觉到我的注视，也没再露出破绽。放松一点，不要过于执着，也许转机就在一念之间。
I have a feeling that if Klein's not careful, I feel like he could end up, what's it called? Like going overboard or whatever the heck it's called. Where, I don't remember what it's called now, but it was like, if he does too much. I don't know if I have it written down or anything like that. I don't think I do. I don't remember what I'm trying to think. I was gonna see if I can remember what it's called, but I can't. It's like I feel like he's gonna just gonna redo this entire part. What is it called again? Lose control. It's fucking stupid, so easy to remember. I feel like if Klein isn't careful here, he's going to potentially lose control because he's trying to figure out so much stuff by using, his divination, by considering now using charms and, using his he's talking about like, what he's seeing in his dreams and stuff. I feel like if he doesn't stop trying to overdo it, he could potentially lose control. And maybe that might be the thing that ultimately led to the original Klein's suicide. Maybe it's because he lost control. I don't know. But I feel like if he doesn't stop, he might lose control, and then we're going to have a real bad issue here. Because we know what comes with that. Death.
我知道了，阿兹克先生。阿兹克先生，有件事，我想恳请您帮我一个忙。
What do you need his help for? Oh boy, we're back again. Onion
这又是什么？
非常抱歉，愚者先生，这一周我没能找到新的罗塞尔日记。
不必在意，这件事的周期注定漫长。
不过最近我有接触几个隐秘的非凡者圈子，有望交易到更多日记。尊敬的愚者先生，倒吊人先生，我希望能获得一些隐秘组织的信息。
不用看我，你眼前无所不知的愚者，实际段位只有青铜。
这些组织大多行踪诡谲，隐匿于暗处，我也仅知道冰山一角，更多的只能找人帮你打探，这很麻烦，且无比危险。
我只需要你知道的冰山一角就好了。
就算是这样，你依然得付出极大的代价。
代价？
Price.
你指的是什么
？1000磅，不能连号的旧钞。
What？
我去，1000磅，相当于一套停根独栋豪宅就换个冰山一角，太贵了吧？哼，正义小姐虽然是贵族，但也不可能一下子拿出那么多的。
没问题。
喂，
还是送到之前那个地址吗？
喂，
倒吊人先生。
没错，还是同样的地址，同样的收货人。
Where should you get that from？
我去，这么好，1000磅说给就给。
What the fuck？
淡定，周明瑞，不就是钱吗？要维持住愚者先生的。
Oh, he called himself by who he actually is for once. He didn't call himself Klein. That's funny. I didn't even think about him using like his actual name as his inner monologue, rather than like Klein, because he's not really Klein. He's in his mind he's still Minguru, however you say it. That's so funny. Huh.
淡定，周明瑞，不就是钱吗？要维持住愚者先生的体面。
Oh, that's right, because he's acting here. I forgot he's acting as like I think it's like he's acting as like a god for these two, I think, right? Is that what it is? Yeah, in this mysterious space that they're in, he's pretending to be a god called the Fool, and that's what these two believe. Yeah, that they believe that he's a type of god, basically. That's so funny. Okay.
你可以开始了，倒吊人先生。
Go right ahead.
目前比较有影响力的隐秘组织约有上百个， 第4纪就已经诞生的古老组织，有密修会、魔女教派和摩斯苦修会等，其中公认最早。
The Moses Ascetic Order. That one's new. Okay, so maybe that's what all these that were from the episode. Maybe that's what the secrets suppliant pathway and the Marauder pathway lie under. But it seems like the secrets suppliant pathway was tied back to the Aurora one. So maybe that's the one that they master. Is both of those pathways. Oh, the Spectator pathway. That's what the psychology alchemists master. Which is probably why Hood Hugin was labeled as a psychiatrist. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, let me write this down, though. This is one of the most earliest ones that's been recognized. The Moses Ascetic Order, I guess how you say that? I promise, guys. I went to school. I know how to read, but, like, some of these words are just not words I usually read during my average daily life. So I'm probably not going to say some of them correctly. I apologize. Anyways. Interesting. Okay, so this is one of the most earliest recognized ones. Okay.
好的是摩斯苦修会，他们掌握的途径，序列性。
Mystery Prior. Oh. I saw that before. Where did I see that before? It's not gonna be in here. The Mystery Prior. Where was that at? Aha. That's part of the Mystery Prior pathway. Okay, so these guys, so the Moses Aesthetic Order must master or focus on mastering the Mystery Prior pathway. Okay, interesting.
叫做窥秘人。
老尼尔的血猎途径。
Yeah, see, he recognized
这个
that.
组织的成员信仰知识本身，并尊称其为隐匿的贤
The
者。
Hidden Sage.
早期的摩斯苦修会非常受人尊敬，但如今已堕落成了邪恶组织。
为什么？崇拜知识并不邪恶呀。
但如
This is so crazy. Okay, so what the heck? Why is like all of these good pathways all following from an evil organization? Because like the Seer pathway is all tied to Secret Order, and now it seems like the one that Mr. Dudeface, Mr. Old Neil, the one that he mastered, which is obviously the I cannot talk. The Mystery Prior pathway is now being tied to this Moses Aztec Order, which supposedly has fallen to what he said fell. Yeah, so it fell from grace and became an evil organization. So it was apparently good, but now it's gone evil. So what's up with all these organizations that have gone, or I guess these what are they? These pathways that are all part of evil organizations that the Evernight Goddess organizations are following. This is so fucking crazy and fascinating. What the
邪
fuck?
恶组织。
为什么？崇拜知识并不邪恶呀。
但如果知识本身活了，
Oh
传
shit.
言隐匿贤者活了，他变成了人格化的邪神。本纪元初期才诞生的组织有玫瑰学派和崇尚死神的灵教团等，他们都发源于南大陆。而极光会、要素黎明、心理炼金会等，则是近200-300年才出现。
非常感谢您的讲解，倒吊人先生。愚者先生，我没有其他的疑问了。
好，今天就到这里吧。
遵从您的意
志。崇尚死神的灵教团，总感觉和阿兹克先生有关。唉，拜托阿兹克先生的事，都好几天也没点动静，他不会忘了吧？
This is honestly getting to be so freaking nuts. Like, the amount of just layer upon layer of layering that we're getting with this anime is so intense. This is probably the most intense and most information-driven anime I've watched so far, and I might honestly finish this and have to go watch it 5 more times just to fully understand it. Out of that, or I need to go watch the web novel and then watch it again and then see what I pick up on. But this is insane how many different layers they keep unveiling more and more. Like, I feel like we're over halfway through the season and we're still getting more information. I mean, I'm assuming all this information is going to come together to unveil like the ultimate like plot of the story here, but it seems like I still don't really understand the plot yet. And I feel like I should by now. But maybe we're just getting started. Like, maybe this is like kind of similar to like Attack on Titan, where that first season was very information driven, and you know, we didn't really get to the core of the actual story until like season 3. And maybe that's what this is going to be like, essentially. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
是针对黑夜女神行动的驱逐，还是另有真相？
你好。
先生，您说什么？
等一下，我买份报纸。小心！班斯，梅丽莎，你们怎么回来的这么早？
克莱恩，那是枪。
这个其实，我现在也兼职了警察部门的历史顾问，枪是配发物品。我今天会很晚，不要等我吃饭了。
克莱恩是有什么喜事吗？看起来很高兴的样子。
没有伤人，针对黑夜女神信徒，应该是阿兹克先生动手了。
哎，你急什么？800年都不来一次，来了还想走啊？
尼尔先生和……是他。
都说了，我还有任务在身。
哎呀，任务你做得完，要懂得忙里偷闲。喂，莱特，2杯南威尔啤酒，他买单。
死老头，就知道坑我酒钱。
尼尔先生，你们好。
哟，克莱恩，这么巧啊！莱特，再加一杯，还是？
知道，他买单。
干杯！
干杯！
Almost sound like they say "Gonbei," which is like cheers in Korean, which doesn't really. I feel like that wouldn't really surprise me because I think that I thought, if I remember correctly, that Korean was kind of like transcribed in a way from like very traditional Chinese until they kind of reinvented the language later on down the road. So let me listen to that again. It sounded almost like they said "Gonbei" or something similar. It definitely sounds like they say "Gonbei." That's funny.
爽！
喝这么急，一会儿呛死我可不救你啊！你是为码头那事儿来的吧？
是啊，真邪门了，闹个鬼还挑信仰，只针对黑夜女神信徒。码头又是代法者辖区，现在传什么的都有，我必须来和邓恩碰一碰。代法者和职业者可不能因为谣言产生了嫌隙，让阴沟里的老鼠看笑话。
你们怀疑邪恶组织搞事？
初步调查的结果，非风暴信徒，代法者也不好深入调查。但列朗奇
So wait, what are we talking about here? The mandated punishers. He was saying what? That mandated punishers and Nighthawks can't fall out over rumors. Huh. Okay, so wait. Okay, so the docks are mandated punishers' territory. Okay, so the mandated punishers, the docks. That's tying almost back to the... That's the... That sounds like the Sailor Path. That sounds like we're kind of getting towards territory of the Church of the Lord of Storms. So it almost sounds like the... Maybe that the mandated punishers are part of the people that worship the Lord of Storms, which I think he also mentioned that before. So I'm going to write that down, because I'm sure we're going to keep seeing it around here this episode. Mandated punishers. Okay. Oh, I pressed the button. Didn't mean to.
我必须来和邓恩碰一碰。带法者和职业者可不能因为谣言产生了嫌隙，让阴沟里的老鼠看笑话。
你们怀疑邪恶组织搞事？
初步调查的结果，非风暴信徒。
The mandated punishers also are in any position to investigate non-worshippers of the Lord of Storms. Lord of Storms. Are they not? No, 'cause the seven gods I thought were... Well, the seven gods are all falling under the division... well, no, they're falling under the Orthodox organizations. Yeah, those are all the good gods. Yeah, those are the good ones. So... Oh, to like investigate non-worshippers, like people that don't follow the Lord of Storms. Like as in like people that wanted maybe part of an evil organization. Ah, okay, I see.
带法者也不好深入调查，但列朗奇，晚上
Fill her up.
那些灵体非常诡异，很难驱除。从形态上看很古老，像是第4纪的亡灵。
可以确定是阿兹克先生出手了，接下来该我上场了。来，我敬2位一杯。
干了！我还有任务，下次来码头酒吧，我们2个老家伙不醉不归。话说回来，你叫克莱恩是吧？我之前就看出来，你是个人才。考虑考虑，加入我们代发者怎么样？
行了，赶紧走吧你。
尼尔，你今天欠我2杯酒钱，下次得加倍还我。
Oh, is he part of them? What am I at? 10:01. Let me go back a little bit here. Hang on. Because I remember when he first walked in.
「哎呀，任务你做得完，要懂得忙里偷闲。喂，莱特。
No, hang on.
哥们儿，800年都不来一次，来了还想走啊？
您有先生和
Ah, yes, it was this guy from before. Havre. Yeah, he was the one who's on the Sailor Pathway and is a Tengen City mandated punisher. Okay, so I was right. I was tying that all together. Okay. Cool. All right, let me go back to 10 minutes in here, where we left off. That makes more sense. Okay.
欠我2杯酒钱，下次得加倍还我。走了。
福尔安先生真是
That's
个
why
豪
I'm
爽
saying
人。
that they... Okay, that makes sense.
一个酒鬼吧。
抱歉打扰了，老尼尔，队长找。
码头灵异事件很蹊跷，你对那里比较熟悉。伦纳德和肯尼经验不够，你和他们一起去处理一下。
我？
队长，让我去吧。突发事件灵体诡异，我想占卜应该能帮上忙。
对嘛，这种事就该年轻人上。哎呦，我这老腰啊，是真不行了。
最近出了新规，无 50岁以上有双倍任务补贴。
哎，我觉得克莱恩的话还是有道理的，我会帮助他准确运用占卜追查。
万事小心，不要鲁莽行事。
Well, this is gonna be fun. I like that. But oh boy, get to have Neil and old Neil and Klein go on a little investigation together. That's gonna be fucking awesome. Hell yeah, let's go.
队长，听说那些灵体很难对付，有没有什么好办法可以快速驱除呢？
这方面只有30782最合适。
哦，变异的太阳圣辉。
哦，
当时我们1分钟就清除掉了古堡怨魂，如果这次也
不行。码头人员密集，使用风险太大。
啊，
如果现场有普通人，只要1小时就会变成只知道在卖太阳的白痴。
是有些棘手，不过我们还是得预防最坏的情况。那些诡异的亡灵里，万一有个强力的怨魂，再加上那里又是带法者辖区，我们要是没能及时控制事态，到时候还要回来找你搬救兵，这实业者的名声恐怕不好收场啊。
好吧，但一定要多注意，绝对不能在同一个地方停留1小时以上。
明白，队长。
Nice. Ooh, to learn about something. Okay. We had this a couple different episodes. Secret organizations. Ancient organizations were born during the Fourth Epoch, with the earliest publicly recognized organizations being the Moses Aztec Order. Oh, the Demonist Sect, the Secret Order, the Blood Sanctified Sect, and so on. Don't know about that one yet either. Secret organizations born in the Fifth Epoch are more or less connected to the frightening families and forces of the Fourth Epoch. Examples include the Theosophy Order, the Numenius Episcopate, I cannot read these words, the Life School of Thought, and the Rose School of Thought. Newer organizations that have appeared only in the last 200 or 300 years include the Aurora Order, the Iron and Blood Cross Order, Element Dawn, and the Psychology Alchemists. That's from Klein's Nighthawk's Reference Handbook. Sorry for basically butchering that entire fucking paragraph, but these are words I've never seen in my life, so yeah. Oh, that water looks so good. So impressive. What you laughing about, Klein?
你想方设法和我一起出任务是故意的吧？啊？但我劝你最好放弃不实际的幻想，即使是在任务里，你也不可能发现我的秘密。
The dude is so funny because he's so full of himself. And he thinks like he's like some hot shot, and I love it. But the thing is, like, the man's gorgeous, so it's like, you know, who cares what he thinks? Who cares what he says? The man, when you're that attractive, you get to fucking say whatever the hell you want. You get to think whatever the hell you want. But I love Klein coming back with a, who cares about your secret, buddy? Oh, Klein.
在任务里，你也不可能发现我的秘密。谁稀罕你的秘密啊，同学？不要这么自恋好不好？
Yeah, see.
请问，4位是职业者长官吧？
啊，是的。
长官们好，我一直久仰职业者大名。啊，我是新负责码头区的警长盖特，请跟我来，4位长官。哎，目前灵异事件有好几起，这里是最严重的地方。
这些人都谁呀？肯定是来驱魔的。驱魔？
Exorcism。
我只在议员老爷和贵妇们怀里看到过，能行？中间那俩毛都没长全呢。哎，这不老尼尔吗？听说有点东西啊。有什么呀？一把年纪了，连鬼没驱跑，自己都变成鬼了。
Oh my god！
都瞎说什么呢？就算了。这里人太多。长官们的能力是否不方便发挥啊？
各位请放心，我们确实是专业的。为了这次驱魔，我们专门备了圣水、圣灰和大蒜。
哎，我看报纸介绍过，这些都是驱魔仪式必备。
Ooh, he came prepared.
很好。
Wow.
职业者长官秒变神棍骗子。
罗塞尔大帝说过，形式必须大于内容。
事不宜迟，我们开始吧。
Further ado. I don't think I've ever seen that right now before. That's funny. Further ado. This is eerie. I don't like this. Oh, there's one. They do such a good job of bringing this eeriness with the music. Oh god, look out. The fuck?
哈斯克先生这一出闹鬼，够味儿，够地道。
What is happening?
大哥，演戏演全套，不要暴露我。啊！大家当心！这些不是普通亡灵，控制住被附身的人，坚持1分钟。3078开始起效了。
What?
女神庇佑，刚才只是小插曲。接下来，我们的驱魔师将正式开启仪式，净化邪灵。为什么是我？新人福利。
Oh, you ass. I'm just kidding. He's funny.
Naksha delay to lem, Dio Kanish well Kadivi. Naksha delay to lem, Dio Kanish well Kadivi.
Sadia Shamuzi, de la Bula Slader, Hasmalika Duda Piazon. 我祈求您的力量，净化邪灵。
真有用吗？好温暖的感觉啊！是啊，就像在晒太阳。
真是神奇啊！不愧是专业的驱魔师。
Was that all an act? What the heck? Was that all just fake? Was that just an entire thing they did to like cover up that they are obviously not just like Nighthawks, obviously, and whatnot? That's if that was all fake and just they made that whole thing up, that's hilarious and amazing. What the heck? Whoa, Horsey, calm down! Oh my god.
没事吧，女士？
The horse just run her down? What the fuck?
富尔安先生
Mr. Havre.
他刚刚踢我了。
Wait, is that the
谢
lady
谢
from
你，先
before?
生，你救了我们的命，愿我主降福于你。
他的精神状态看起来好多了。
It's
家
gotta
里人已
be,
经接受
yeah.
这个孩子了。
福尔安，你不是有紧急任务吗？怎么在这儿闲逛啊？
哦，那就是。我负责跟着这可怜的姑娘，看能不能找到她未婚夫兰尔乌斯的下落。
Oh, yeah.
兰尔乌斯，
Lanuvus.
那个1万多磅的诈骗犯。
The 10,000 pound scam, that's what it was.
上面
Yeah.
让排查此案有没有涉及非凡，不过没有发现。估计这2天就会以普通诈骗罪定性结案了。
I wouldn't do that because he's definitely a bad man. He's definitely not a good
少
guy.
喝点儿，当心喝死了。
死于酗酒，那可再好不过了。
I mean, I can think of better ways, but sure.
尼尔先生，您和富尔安先生关系很好啊。
哎，都是停更的老家伙们，时间长了就认识了。以前我们一帮人空了就去我家喝酒唱歌，沙里斯特在旁为大家弹琴伴奏。
沙里斯特？
啊，我妻子。
哦，
沙里斯特走了有好些年了。
哦，
那一帮老家伙现在也只剩下福尔安和我了。
Oh, that's sad.
不用这种表情，死是生命的安眠与归宿。对我们这些人来说，只要不失控而死，就是神灵的赐福。好了，去清除其他地方的邪灵吧，抓紧时间。我这一把老骨头就不陪你们了。
I don't like that noise. That sounded like bad news.
全部清除完了，真是奇怪，这么难清除的灵，被附身的人居然没有受到什么伤害，我还是头一次遇到这种情况。
你占卜一下事件的起因。没问题。码头灵异事件的起因，什么都占卜不出来。也是，阿兹克先生位格那么高，除非他放水，否则我什么都不可能占卜到。你看到的应该是南大陆的道金字塔。无论是东西拜老还是高地王国，只有所谓的死神后裔，才能为自己修建这样的灵器。
死神？那个和原初魔女联手，在北大陆掀起苍白之灾的邪恶存在？
死神的信徒吗？制造邪灵事件，是有什么图谋？阿兹克先生是在一片石堆中苏醒的，难道就是苍白之灾战场？如果阿兹克先生真是死神后裔，那幕后黑手取走阿兹克先生孩子的头骨，就更值得警惕了。先这样吧。
Oh. So Mr. Azek awoke surrounded by corpses. Was that the battlefield of the Pale Disaster? Oh, I think that was back. That was when he was looking into his dream. I think. Or something like that. A descendant of death. I should be even more weary of whoever's behind all this, and their theft of the skull of Mr. Azek's son. Oh, he's aware of. That's right. I forgot that his son's skull got stolen, and it looks like it was okay. So it looks like Lavinus was the one who stole it, because then he brought it to that woman that they were trying to resurrect. It seemed like calling her their lord or whatever. Oh. Okay, so we need to figure out. Well, not really figure out, but I guess the next thing that we're gonna find out at some point is what lord, or I guess whatever evil god that the Marador pathway, people follow, because that's gonna tell us Elizabeth's death. But that lady they were trying to resurrect wouldn't be death, I don't think. I mean, fucking hell, if Mr. Azek is a fucking descendant of death, that's crazy. That's fucking nuts.
取走阿兹克先生孩子的头骨，就更值得警惕了。先这样吧。接下来老规矩，一人带着3072镇守，其他人休息恢复，1小时轮换。
Oh yes.
终于等到这一刻了。
Why? Oh, is he about to do a ritual? 女神的符咒
全纯银已经够烧钱了，这玩意儿更牛，直接烧黄金，必须一次就成功。
Yeah, I think he's definitely doing a ritual. What is this? I took some notes on this. This was the I think he's doing ritualistic magic. Yeah, I think he's doing ritualistic magic here. And I think he's trying to go maybe summon that sun god thing again. Yeah, Eternal Blazing Sun. I think Leonard's sensing something. Whoa, what the hell? What the fuck? What is that? What is going on? What the fuck is Klein? Is this all Klein? Oh gosh, oh my god, oh my lord, nope, I guess not. What the fuck is that? Oh god. Beyond our control. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, hi Leonard.
当心，他失控前至少需列巴，必须在船上把他解决了，千万不能让他再下到塔索克河。你先带30782离开。
格里。
Holy shit, okay.
走这边，这边，尽快疏散人群，安全警戒范围50米以上。收到，想办法通知福尔汉，没有指令，你们也不要靠近。
Oh fuck! Look out, people! Look out. Okay. Klein, you gotta get out of there, bro. Oh, jeez. Grab it, grab it, grab it! Oh, okay, or not. Why was it? Why did I pull him? away from him. Fuck you. Fuck. Oh god, oh god. Oh, look out, look out. Nice. Night, bitch. Go to sleep. Wait, no. No, is that Havre? That was Havre's little flask. Did Havre lose control? No, don't kill him. Shit, no. What? That's why he looked at him.
福尔安先生，
他已经彻底失控，没有回转余地了。
No.
我来吧。
Oh no.
尼尔先生，你的手。
No, this can't be. I didn't even, he wasn't even like a prominent character. I'm so sad. That's actually kind of cool. I love how the sound of the piano changes based off of what room or sector of the room we're in. Like when we're with him in the room, it's like very prominent, like we're there in the room with him. But when we jump to a different part of the room where it's more distance, the sound of the piano actually changes. I don't think I've ever heard of an anime doing that before, where they've changed like the sound and like the distance of like where you'd be when you're hearing it in real life. That's actually really cool. That's an incredible, very well thorough effect for this anime. That's really fucking cool. Let me go back a couple times here. Listen. So like we're in the room with him right now. Listen. No, see, we're outside the room right now. Now we're changed. Now we're back outside a different room. Now we're there with him again. I don't care about hand gestures. Get out of here. This is home. Yeah, I was gonna say it's so lifeless and dull.
老尼尔的妻子莎莉斯特女士，福尔安先生，好好的，为什么会突然失控呢？
Yeah, what happened? That's what I want to know. What is it? What is it, Klein? Damn, that red moon is so cool. Oh, we're back to eerie music again. What is going on?
喝酒的时候也好，码头碰到的时候也好，没有任何异常。
Oh, this is Klein's room.
这么短的时间，到底是什么原因导致的失控？如果无迹可寻，那非凡失控比我想象的还要可怕得多。
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's gotta be careful.
2枚扬言符咒，有神仙力量加持，无论是笔记的引诱还是幕后黑手，我应该都有一战之力。但这保命的底牌，没法应对非凡失控。队长说过，大多数职业者都死于失控。
Yeah.
那我还有队长他们，是不是也逃不过这种宿命？怕什么？连神的样貌我都能薅到手，凡事总有办法解决。
And that's gonna get you in trouble, my friend. Don't be greedy and think that, oh, I can exploit gods. I got this. This is easy. Like, don't get arrogant, my friend. You're just a seer. Like, I don't want to demean you and say, like, you're not really, like, anything special. But, like, to be fair, you're at the lowest level of a seer, basically, which is clearly not... I don't think it's very high end on, like, the spectrum of the different pathways. There we go. So don't think that because you've already excelled at your job fairly quickly and you're figuring things out probably faster than most people would, or most seers might do, don't get arrogant and accidentally lose control of yourself, because that could lead to your demise and you might not get home then. So just be careful there, Klein. Don't be stupid.
会不会对自身掌控力越高，非凡能力越强，就能降低失控风险？也许可以找时机把扮演法透露给队长他们，也是时候晋升小丑了。
Oh, he's ready to make moves. He's ready to be a clown. I mean, not really even a clown, but you know. Okay. Let's see if there's anything at the end of this episode. Oh, there it is. No, there's not anything at the end of this episode. Okay. Wow, what a crazy, like, that's so heartbreaking that we're introduced, like, to Havre, like, I mean, technically we were introduced to him before, during one of the other episodes, but, like, we finally bring him back around, I guess you'd say, into this episode, just for him to lose control, and his own fucking good friend, one of his only, like, remaining friends, has to be the one to put him out of his misery because he's too far gone. You can't get him. That's something that I feel like once a Beyonder loses control, I feel like there's got to be a way that you should be able to get them back, you know? Like, there's got to be some kind of, like, potion or some kind of spell or some kind of, you know, ritual that I feel like you could potentially get them back from them losing control. And the thing is, like, why is if they lose control, why do they turn into these monsters? That's what's so interesting to me. And, like, how do they determine, like, what monster they become? But I think for me, more than anything, I want to know what happened to him. I almost want to know the cause of like what can lead to people losing control. That's what I want to know. Because like Klein was saying, he is totally fine up until him actually losing control, basically. So like, what is it that leads to that? Is like what I would like to know, you know. But damn, that's the first death we've had. I think it was not even like an important character, at least from my perspective, and I'm like so saddened by it. I'm like, I think it's because the fact that old Neil had to basically, because I was wondering also why he was eyeballing old Neil, and I was like, oh god no, don't you go attack and kill old Neil off and whatnot. That would be fucking horrific. I can't. If we lose old Neil, like that's game over for me in this anime. I can tell you right now. So I was like, why is he eyeballing him so much? And now it all makes sense because it's him. It was Havre, his only like remaining friend. Damn, that's so heartbreaking. But well, regardless, didn't really learn much new stuff about this, except for the fact that there is this chance for some reason that Mr. Azek could be a descendant of Death, which is very fascinating, and I'm gonna have to remember that they brought that up, because if that's the case, that could be very interesting for his storyline, for sure, and ties to his son and his skull being stolen possibly and everything. So yeah. But yeah, fucking, I mean, besides the death of Havre, another great episode. I mean, the fight, as much as it sucked that it was, Havre he was fighting, I mean, the fight between him and Leonard was fucking sick, though. I mean, that was fucking cool as hell. I mean, it's just unfortunate that it had to be against somebody that they considered a friend and coworker, maybe. But, oh well. It is what it is, I guess. Anyways, guys, with that being said, if y'all enjoyed this episode, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, click down below. I'll go ahead and place my reaction playlist for Lord of Mysteries over here. You can check my most recent reaction if you haven't already over here. As always, thank you all so much for watching, showing love and support, and I will see you all in the next episode. Alright, guys. Bye.